picture you just have to see. His name is Nico the Dragon, and he fights for a living, and I mean really fights.
You're watching the Southland's #1 late news, the Channel 4 News.
Up close and personal with an ultimate fighting machine.
Great show, and it is next.
And a special report you don't want to miss. It's underground fighting happening in SoCal.
Right now, we're going to take you into the world of a man who is an ultimate fighter. Like the video you are about to see, the sport is disturbing for some, but for Nico the Dragon, it's a way of life. It's called ultimate fighting, the idea to beat your opponent into submission. It's been called vicious and barbaric.
You know, you can tap out, and you can have your corner throw in the towel, but it's an honor thing.
Nicholas Hill, or as he's called, Nico the Dragon, is the 1999 UAF World Fighting Champion. He's fought all over the world, from South America to Russia and as close as Woodland Hills. Were you ever scared at any point in time when you've been doing this?
Always scared.
Really?
Yeah. You learn to make fear your friend. You just invite it in.
But as an ultimate fighter, Nico is unique. He's also an actor. He's taken what he's learned in the ring and has been in 14 films, including Bloodsport 2. But Nico is more proud of what he's done in the ring, and he has a special place in his heart for one of his title belts.
The last one that I won, Universal Above Ground, in Woodland Hills, California, meant a lot to me because my mom had passed away, and that was a sudden thing. Didn't really see it coming, and I dedicated that fight to her, so I have the dedication on the belt. So I think that one means the most to me.
He's covered with scars from head to toe, which he wears like badges of honor. In many ways, this man who gives pain is a paradox.
Meeting me on the outside, I want to be as humble, as friendly, and as quiet and soft-spoken as I possibly be. If I get into the cage and there's a fight that I have to win, I'm going to do everything that I can under any circumstances to win.
Wow.
Oh, you may not like it. You may think it's barbaric. What it is real. Nothing phony about mixed martial arts. This feature spotlights a local fighter named Nico Hill, or better known to his fellow competitors as Nico the Dragon. And I kid you not, this man physically destroys people in a steel cage ring, but at the same time knows the entertainment value of his sport.
In Hollywood, everything appears to be different from reality. Nico the Dragon Hill will agree. He's been in several action films emulating Seagal-like moves for fight scenes that appear brutal and vicious.
From his movie role down to his car, the Dragon, you can definitely see that Nico has stepped out of Hollywood. But before he hit the big screen, the only way you could catch Nico was on underground video.
This is how Nico started his career. It's known as mixed martial arts or cage fighting. The object, you and your opponent surrounded in a wire cage. No rules, fight to the finish.
This is a sport to where, since it's mixed, you've got to watch out for everything. But more than likely, because of the type of fighting that it is, you're more than likely going to go down to the ground, and it's going to become more of a grappling, wrestling type of situation.
Nico, are there any similarities at all of what we see in the movies and what you do now?
In the United States, certain states have boycotted it, okay? But for the most part, it's not going down to a warehouse and fighting like you showed in the fight.
It might not be at a warehouse, but it's underground. The sport was recently brought to the California State Boxing Commission in hopes of being legalized, but was denied. Mixed martial arts is considered a legal sport in every U.S. state except New York and California. But that's not going to stop the Dragon from defending his title as the World Universal Above Ground Fighting Champ.
Are you a badass?
You get there, the crowd's there, they shut the cage behind you, it's you and your opponent. It's not like football or another team sport where you've got other people behind you. It's just you and that individual. And if you can't turn it on then, you better not get in there.
So, Nico, when you're in the ring and you see your opponent, what's going through your mind?
The only thing I'm thinking about is getting out of there in one piece and getting out of there with a win.
Similar to a boxer, Nico must condition all year round, but prepares 12 to 14 weeks before the actual fight. For anyone who hasn't stepped into the cage, the Dragon has only one way to explain it.
Your adrenaline is at such a pace that when you're opened up, or you really have suffered a real severe blow, you feel it, but it's almost like you're in a dream. It's not real. It is a brutal sport. I'm not saying that it's not. And I think boxing and kickboxing have evolved, if you will, to mixed martial arts. I think that definitely is, I know that is going to be the fight of the future.
And this guy, he is a badass. I mean,
I'm a little disappointed for a guy who jumped out of a plane a couple of weeks ago like yourself.
No, I would never deal with this guy. This guy is the real deal.